YouTube, hello and welcome back to Muv Luv Alternative. Last time, TSF floor, it was fun, but we got the hive simulation today. That's exciting. But first, gift shopping for Sumika for Christmas. Oops, do not zoom me. I don't know if we're gonna do the Christmas exchange like we did in Unlimited. Guess we'll see. But we're more focused on Sumika than the group party right now. Though it would be nice to have a nice little Christmas party with all the new members, because again, we still haven't really talked to like half of the new members, so it would be nice to know them. Yeah, let's just get right into this. Now, what should I get her? There aren't exactly a ton of present options in this world. And what little they do have is all function over fashion. They don't sell any jewelry or knickknacks. You're not buying jewelry for Sumita? Like, come on. I'm stumped. Black. It's also like, are we gonna introduce Sumita as Sumita? Because all our old members know who Sumita is, so it might be a little awkward, because we mentioned Sumita before to them. So it might be a little awkward to introduce her properly. Though maybe we didn't mention Sumika in Alternative. I know it happened in Unlimited, but I guess since they don't know anything about her, was there really a point of mentioning her again in this in Alternative? So maybe it won't be awkward, but if they did, that would be a slight issue, I think. Oh, hey Maya, you guys already finished your mock battle. No, you just startled me, that's all. Guess I kinda got lost in thought. I mean, he's not lying. He did get lost in thought and she surprised us. Hey, you alright? You sound kind of upset. It's because we were lost in thought. Yeah, sorry about that. What's up? Well, I'm kind of used to it. And this is one I volunteered for, so I can't exactly complain. Ha ha ha. Can't keep letting stuff like this drag me down. Especially in front of Maya, I don't ever want her to see me act so pathetic again. It's not that, it's just I still feel terrible about what I did to you. I can't believe what an asshole I was. I threw you down trying to take my frustration out on you. It's a little awkward though, for sure. Well, yeah, but I can't just pretend it didn't happen, you know? Yeah, it is. Maya. Hopefully she wasn't. It's kind of a bad situation. Yikes, man. You could at least let me down easy, you know? Whoa, it was just a joke, dude. My bad, that was uncalled for. Yeah, I do. Man, you're just selfless to a fault, aren't you? Yeah, I was pretty desperate myself. God, I'm embarrassed just thinking about it. That is true. We were drugged up at least. Still, that doesn't excuse it any. It doesn't, but it kinda does. Low-key, a little bit. Yeah, and it hurt like hell.
少なくともあの夜は何もなかったのだから。
Yeah. Well, that was a bit heavy for small talk. But I still feel really guilty about what happened, so it just keeps popping into my head. I can't help it. Although the fact that we're able to joke about something like this might just start to show that we're starting to move past it, like Marimo-chan said. Someday we'll be able to look back on all of this and laugh. So for now, I just need to keep moving forward.
タケル、時間は大丈夫なのか？
Huh? Oh, not really. Next thing on my schedule is our simulator training this afternoon, so I'm free.
では、立ち話もなんだ。茶でも飲んで。
Sure, sounds good to me. Think it's real tea or synthetic tea? So what were we talking about before all that?
そなたがほうけて私に驚いたことが始まりであったな。
Damn, we really strayed off topic. Guess it was bothering me a lot more than I thought.
まあよい。そのうち普通に戻るであろう。
Yeah, I gotta live up to the surface pilot code, after all.
その通りだ。死に慣れてはならんが、背負いすぎてもならん。
That's a good rule of thumb to live by.
常に死と隣り合わせの日常で人間らしく生きていくための知恵であろうな。
I really want to push myself to start following the code as soon as possible. Even now that I've found my resolve, I still feel myself wavering from time to time.
だからこそ強制される流儀なのであろう。
Yeah, for sure. It's a lot easier to force a smile when I'm depressed if I gotta chalk it up to a rule I've gotta follow.
そうやって戦いに身を投じながらも徐々に笑いを見つけられるよう強くなっていけばよいのだ。あの流儀は私たちにその時間を与えてくれるはずだ。
Yeah, for sure. No matter how bad things might get, as long as you have the strength to grin and bear it, you can face that adversity head on without ever giving in to despair. I get that some people are more resilient in that regard than others, but I have a lot of respect for those who can still crack a smile when the going gets rough. Wait, what are we talking about again? Man, we're having trouble staying on topic.
このような雰囲気で話すのは久しぶりだからな。致し方なかろう。
Yeah, that's a good point. She's right, we haven't had a casual conversation like this since before the coup. Everything after that was kind of overshadowed by all the doom and gloom.
そもそもそなたは PX で何をしていたのだ？
Oh, I was just doing some thinking, that's all.
考え事？任務絡みなら聞くわけにはいかんが、協力できることか？
Well, I can't exactly tell her I'm thinking about what to get Sumika as a Christmas present. I could just flat out tell her it's about my mission, but then I'd feel bad because that makes it sound way more serious than it really is. I mean, it is kinda serious though. We do have to try to fix her up for the mission, so it's important if it works. Nah, it's nothing super important. I was just wondering what our squadron's gonna do for Christmas is all. I mean, we are affiliated with the UN. I wouldn't be surprised if there were some religious types on the team. And if I can spin it in a way that involves the whole unit, it'll be a lot easier to broach the topic of Christmas presents. Who do you think's religious on the squad?
クリスマス
I don't think any of our old teammates were religious.
そればかりは私に聞かれてもな。
I see. Yeah, that figures. I never planned anything for Christmas in the previous world, either. It wasn't until I brought it up that they even considered it. This world doesn't have time for frivolous stuff like that. It's actually pretty impressive how unmaterialistic people can be when it's all they've ever known. I mean, I guess, though it's kind of just logical. If you've never had time for Christmas, like, then you're not expecting it or hyped for it at all, right? But I'm really glad we did it. There were some cool gifts there, though they were all targeted towards Tataru, which was a little awkward, but everyone had a blast setting up for it. Even Tsukiyomi-san and the three idiots helped decorate. Yeah, the ribbons on on the TSFs. Then Miss Kyozuka gave us a bunch of snacks and refreshments, including a little bit of alcohol. The good shit. None of them had a clue what Christmas was like, so it kind of turned into some hybrid mess of New Year's and Tanabata decorations. The hat, man. The hat's so good. Damn, this is surreal. I mean, in some artistic circles, this might even be considered an avant-garde masterpiece. We got the stars, but don't forget about the little tree. These were the signs Ayame was putting up, I think. Or maybe she made it herself, probably. It's not like Ayame can come down here. So that's the same even in this world, huh? Literally anything. Okay. Aha, looks like she didn't find that very funny. Taking it seriously. I want us to be together. Sumika. Or Takeru. I think it's Sumika, yeah. Looking back on it now, it's pretty clear that she must have been talking about Sumika. You're so sweet, Kasumi. But man, I'm actually surprised the base commander actually let us do all that. Well, that's because we're kind of going into alternative 5, so it was like the last goodbye. In retrospect, I guess he only allowed it because he knew alternative 4 was about to be scrapped. Yeah, exactly. Right after the party, we got the alternative 5 bomb dropped on us. But that's not gonna happen in this world. For the time being, at least, the alternative 5 supporters don't have a leg to stand on. There's none of that weird tension in the air around the base. But that won't last long unless we can beat the beta with alternative 4. And to do that, I need to get Sumika back to normal so she can do her job as a 0-0 unit. I tend to get pretty emotional when it comes to her, but now more than ever, I know it's important for me to keep calm and work through this. That's why I can finally understand Sensei's way of doing things. She's got the right idea. We have to be prepared to sacrifice anything and everything in order to beat the beta. But I will say that knowing Yuko Sensei, it does have a side that isn't completely inhuman, is kind of a relief. She told me it's important not to completely rid myself of emotion, and even empathize with Kasumi. Not the sort of stuff I was expecting to hear from her, but kind of a pleasant surprise. She might just be trying to manipulate me, but I like to think it was a sign that she trusts me enough to lower her guard now. Surely she won't test her resolve again, right? I think we've gone through enough tests at this point. Now that I know she's been hiding that side of herself while still volunteering to do all the dirty work, I have a lot more respect for her, even if her attitude still pisses me off. For her sake and mine, I've got to bring Sumika back to normal no matter what it takes. Can't afford to give up now. Sorry, we were zoning out. So it is a little rude, not gonna lie. Huh? Huh? Oh god, I'm sorry. What were we talking about? Sumika's present, right?
Eh?
Oh, my bad. I didn't really mean to ignore you. I'm really sorry.
いや、それは良いのだ
We
が。
dropped the ball, man. How long was I spacing out for? Oh, I'm really dropping the ball today. Wait, he used the same phrase. We're synchronized.
スミカとは
Oh, they do know about Sumika in this verse. Huh? Wait, where'd that come from?
今そなたが言ったのだ。スミカと。
Ah. Oh, damn it. It must have just slipped out when I was backpedaling.
確かそなたの幼馴染の名であったな。
Why did we tell them about it, though? If we knew they had no information, maybe you just double-checked? Could have been different this time. Yeah, that's right. Wow, you remember that?
何か分かったのか。
Huh?
いや、そなたが戻った夜、最前線でもう会えないと信じていた人に巡り会えたと言っていたのでな。
So it is gonna kind of be awkward to introduce her as the 00 unit to the group if they don't know about her. Wonder how we're gonna handle that. Not that it like matters that much, it's just kind of confusing for them. Oh yeah. Oh right, yeah, at that time I was still convinced Sumika didn't exist in this world. I could theoretically talk about Sumika, I guess, but anything that has to do with the 00 unit is highly classified information. I'm gonna have to choose my words very carefully. I don't want to compromise anyone's safety. I'm interested in how he's about to navigate this.
ああ、いや、立ち入ったことを聞くつもりはないのだ。許すがよい。
It's fine, you're right, I did get to see her again. Try to cover it up. If I try to cover it up now, it'll only make her more suspicious. But that's the most I can tell her. Sooner or later the whole unit's gonna find out, but they don't need to know yet.
そうか。
Thanks for caring. Means a lot.
本当に良かったな。そなたにとって大切な方なのであろう。
Yeah, I mean, sure, I guess you could say that.
ごまかすでない。
Huh?
あの日の夜、その者と引き離されたことを嘆いて、そなたは泣き叫んでいたぞ。
Huh? Wait, when was this? Oh my god, no, I can't believe she remembered that. Oh, that's so embarrassing.
それほどの思い人に再び巡り会えたのだ。もっと素直に喜ぶがよい。
Hahaha, well sure, but I've still got a hard road ahead of me on that front.
戦時下であればそれも致し方なかろう。それすらも思いの強さで乗り越えてみせるがよいぞ。
Yeah, I think so too.
そうか。では、私はそろそろ行くとする。後ほどな。
Alright, sounds good. Sorry for spacing out this whole time.
気にするでない。
Maybe I should get going myself. Oh wait, there's still plenty of time left before training. I kind of figured it must have been getting to be that time, given how suddenly Maya took off. Christmas, huh?
なあ、この薄汚いのなんだっけ？犬？猫？
I forgot what it was. I think it's a rabbit? Keychain.
なあ。
It is a rabbit. I remembered.
それに薄汚いなんて言わないで。
Yo, wait, I just thought of something. What if that giant rabbit that Kasumi has is just like a giant version of the rabbit that he gave Sumika? But maybe he would have remembered it then, so maybe not. So it could be based on it. On Mr. Rabbit. Forgot its name, it had a real name.
じゃあ、新しいの買ってくれる？
俺が？なんでだよ。
そう言うと思ったよ。
ま、好きにしろ。ところで話は終わってない。鍵を。
Whoa. Jesus, that effect was crazy.
遅刻しちゃう。先行くね。
Yo, let's make her the rabbit keychain. Wait, that's easy. Wait, that's a perfect gift. That might actually do something. Damn it, I wish I didn't remember that last part. My liver hurts just thinking about it. A Santa rabbit, huh? Maybe we can take Kasmi's bid rabbit and put a Santa costume on it. Hold on, I think we're cooking. Maybe there's something like that I could get for her. Exactly, look at that. Man, the only thing that comes to mind when I think about rabbits is Kasmi's creepy stuffed animal, Mr. Bun. That's its name. Wait, did Kasmi originally made Mr. Bun for Sumita? Oh, maybe he made it for her. That actually makes a lot of sense. To replace the other rabbit. She could have gotten the idea from me or from Sumita, and knowing Kasmi's artistic prowess, it was bound to end up looking nothing like the original. If she made that thing using an image she got from me, then it's back to square one. But if she got it from Sumita and made it specifically for her, that means Sumita must have liked rabbits in this world too. I'm gonna take a wild guess and it's actually from Sumita. I assume she had it longer than before she met us. Because it seemed like a pretty treasured item, but could be wrong. But from how it's going, I'm pretty sure I'm not wrong. Just from, because we are gonna make like a bunny thing for Sumita for sure. Even if all Kasmi got from her were bits and pieces of memories, she's got a ton of memories about rabbits if they were one of her favorite animals. This should be a huge lead. As soon as training gets out, I'm gonna have to ask Kasmi. The only problem with this plan, how the hell would I even get a rabbit keychain or anything like that? I think you just gotta pimp out Mr. Bun. Maybe Kasmi wants to keep Mr. Bun. Any good plushie makers on the squad? Maybe I could ask Yuko-sensei to find one for me? She might be able to do that, actually. I know Chief Yoroi loves buying souvenirs on his trips overseas, and I could see some place like America still having a pretty decent toy industry. Alright, we got plans. First order of business, talk to Kasmi after simulator training. You know, I actually wonder if Chief Yoroi is even still alive. I'm guessing he's still alive. He's too cool to die off screen. He just vanished without a trace after the coup incident. He always did things his own way and didn't hesitate to resort to shady tactics, and yet, for some reason, I can't bring myself to condemn him for it. I do hope he's alive, for Miss Toto's sake especially. Alright, I've got to get going. I went through hypnotherapy, so it should be fine, but I'm still pretty nervous to be back in the cockpit. It's been a while. If I lose it again, I might get forced out of this unit altogether. And if that happens, I wouldn't be able to protect Sumita. What the hell am I thinking? I came back to this world for a reason, didn't I? I'm gonna be just fine, damn it. We'll see. We are still a little iffy. Still a little iffy for, during the beta lesson. And of course we got the new suits on, a little less revealing. The low key, too bad we don't get to see the new members in it, at least once. Just for curiosity's sake, of course.
背部内への突入とその制圧にある。今日からの実習は通常の作戦領域に比べ有機的連携の必要度が高い背部内での戦闘に備えるためのものだ。本日の協定科目における主な目的は、第一に部隊の各人が互いの癖を事前に知ること。第二に新人どもが後日搬入される実戦機の機体特性に慣れること。第3に通常行われている突入作戦の実態を新人どもが知ること。
Well, we're hoping that during our mission it's not gonna play out traditionally, since considering they've never had a successful hive infiltration, right? So hopefully we can spice it up a bit.
我が部隊に課せられる最終任務では複数回以上の背部突入が要求されることになる。A01 部隊に属する我々がこのご時世にあって 目が飛び出るような贅沢や自由を許されていることを忘れるな。ハイブを一つ潰したぐらいでいちいち死なれては割に合わないぞ。この地球に存在するハイブを全て叩き潰すまではシェードを吐きながらでも働いてもらう。覚悟しろ。
はい。
Man.
はい。シミュレーター前期。
Right, she doesn't pilot because of her legs.
よし。ボールク03を準備しろ。
了解。ボールク03を準備します。
鈴宮の準備が終わったら全員登場して実習開始だ。
So do we have enough simulators to run everyone consistently though? Because there's a lot of units in our group. Captain, are we all doing this at the same time? I feel like, yeah, we're synchronized with Topper, man. We're asking the same questions, basically. Saying the same things. This episode. In the previous timeline, we could only use 2 of them at a time.
そうか。貴様は特殊任務を継続中で、正規配属後のシミュレーター実習自体が初めてだったな。
Correct.
兵士1人につき、教官をはじめとする3名の補佐が必要なのは、訓練協定までの話だ。実戦部隊のシミュレーター実習は、手取り足取り丁寧に指導することが目的ではない。
Fair enough.
教材は実戦を想定したオートプログラムで原則部隊行動。つまり、1人死んでも協定は先に進む。
Gotcha. Then it's totally different from what I'm used to.
我々は実戦部隊だ。しかも困難な任務を課せられる特殊任務部隊だ。知っての通り、ベータとの戦いでは各兵士に高度な判断力と臨機応変な対応能力が求められる。
Right.
それを可能にするにはまず部隊の兵士全員がお互いに癖や傾向などを把握しておかなければならない。そのためには全部隊揃って訓練をする必要がある。特殊任
It's all
務中の貴様
logical
であって
so
も
far.
この実習に参加する時間が割かれている大きな理由はただ一つ。一度も廃部内戦闘を想定した訓練に参加していない者が
Yeah,
部
yeah.
隊内に存在することこそ
The
が
whole
我々の安全を
weakest
脅
member
かすから
thing,
だ。
weakest link. You want the chain to be all reasonably strong around the same skill level. Because even if there's one weak member, if they screw up, then risks the whole squad. Made sense. Tuning the 00 unit may be my top, or tuning the 00 unit may be my top priority. But it's still gotta be A01's job to back her up. You got a lot on the plate. I'm guessing we're gonna have to accompany Sumika during her practical assessment. I shouldn't be wasting my time thinking about Christmas presents. No, that's still important, but gotta balance it out. Because that means they're probably gonna grade us on our performance too. If I can't work well with my teammates, we're gonna be in deep shit. I was wondering why they pulled me away from tuning her for this, given our tight schedule, but now I know. Yuto-sensei told me that since I'm the one with the most intel, I'm gonna have to be the one to make snap decisions and keep Sumika safe, but determination can't compensate for inexperience. Very true. Just in like every situation, basically. It can compensate a little bit, but not fully. Usually. No matter how strong my convictions are, or even how great my piloting skills are, there's some fights you just can't win alone. I've learned that the hard way.
敵を知り、己を知らば百戦危うからず。今から約2500年前、中国の春秋時代の兵法家、孫武が記したとされる孫子の兵法にある言葉だ。
People love quoting The Art of War. As someone who's actually read it, it's a very basic book. I mean, to be fair, Sun Tzu wrote it like basically the basics of being a general, basics of strategy, but like the strategies themselves and the philosophy is very basic. It's definitely not, like I know some people put it on the must-read books. It's definitely not a must-read. It's interesting, but it's not like crazy. I'm sure there are better like strategy books somewhere. Not that I know any, because it's not exactly something I'm that interested in. I just read it because it's really short, and my dad gave it to me. Or he didn't. He gave it to me, but he gave me like most of his books when he left Canada. So it's a decent book though. It's just not like crazy. Like what they just quote: "If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. Like, sure. 2,500 years ago. Damn, that's pretty ancient.
だからといってバカにしたものではない。人間相手の戦争を前提に考えられた兵法の中
Yeah, I
で
was about to
ベ
say,
ータとの戦いにも通用する貴重な例だぞ。
some of the strategies aren't really gonna be too relevant against beta warfare. Yeah, for sure.
ベータを知る前にまず人類の力を、そして自分の命を預ける戦友と己自身を知るところから始めるんだ。いいな。
Yes, ma'am.
はい準備完了しました。
よし、いつでも始められるようにしておけ。
Let me
了
in.
解。
Let me in.
さて、今回の実習、理想を言えば廃部内環境を再現した演習場で実機訓練を行うべきだが、
It'd probably be
そん
very
なものはこの地球上に
expensive.
存在しない。
Very expensive to create it like an artificial hive. Like for actual practice with real TSFs. Probably don't have the resources. I mean, can they not use the hive underneath Yamamoto base, or is it still like too dangerous? Did I just call it Yamamoto base? Where are we? Sorry, I'm a little tipsy. It's not Yokohama. It's on screen. Made sense. While Yokohama's hive still technically functional, they pretty much gutted all the insects to make this base. Okay, that's true too. I didn't think about that, but that made sense.
この実習で使われる教材は実際の突入作戦によって得られたデータをもとに作成されている。
So it'll be just like the real thing. Well, duh, there'd be no point if it wasn't.
この教材を我々は敬意を込めてボールクデータと呼んでいる。
Volk.
それはなぜ？
Volk data.
このデータが23年前の東ヨーロッパ大反攻作戦
Ah.
人類史上初めてベータハイブに突入した戦闘部隊によって収集されたからだ。東ヨーロッパの大反攻パレオロゴス作戦でワル
Operation
シャ
what?
条約軍と NATO 連合軍が約2ヶ月の激戦の後、最大の目的であるミンスクハイブに到達した。
Minsk. Operation Paleologos?
東ヨーロッパの大反攻パレオロゴス作戦で
Paleologos. That was pretty yeah, that's correct, right?
全ヨーロッパ連合軍を
90%
同様
correct.
にハイブ突入に成功したのがソビエト陸軍第43戦術機構師団ボールク
Mm,
連隊だった。
I see. So Volk was the name of the regiment.
当時の突入部隊の編成は F4 装備の27個小隊に加え戦闘車
Holy.
両240両機械化歩兵500名歩兵1800名工兵2300名。
That's a lot. That's a lot of men. Are we gonna have more people, more squads with us during the infiltration mission, or is it just gonna be our crew? That's that's a lot. Wait, foot soldiers? What, were the tanks not enough? They sent infantry soldiers down into a hive? Well, it was the first infiltration. They didn't really know what they were going up against. Obviously, infantry soldiers are pretty bad considering they have... Or foot soldiers, yeah. Wait, same thing. But obviously it's bad now in retrospect since they have a lot of anti-infantry men, or anti-infantry beta down there that are like basically harmless to TSFs, so... But that was a mistake. It's good not to just send them just because it negates again like two or three of the total beta species starting the hives.
生還できたのは記録を持ち帰った兵士14名のみ。
It's a lot of dead people. Of course it was just surface pilots. You don't stand a chance of surviving a hive infiltration outside of a TSF, and even then the odds are stacked against you.
F4 のエレメントが30分ごとに最新データを持って背部を脱出する手はずだった。
So 2 TSFs left every half hour, and there were only 14 survivors. That means they only lasted 3.5 hours with all that firepower.
彼らは現在の我々よりもはるかに
They had 500 tanks. That's so much.
データを持ち帰るという全人類に貢献する大偉業を成したんだ。
Rare Russia W. We'll take it. And they didn't have any sort of self-destruct equipment back then either.
これらソビエト軍軍人によって示された勇気を我々は忘れて
Good
はならな
job,
い。
Soviets.
勇気は一特定国民の所有物でも伝統でもないのだからな。
Yeah, and I'm sure the European forces in charge of the division had a ton of casualties too. For
現在
sure, for
貴様
sure.
たちが実際に背部に突入することなくシミュレーターで訓練できるのはボールク連隊将兵の英雄的精神の結果なんだ。協定が進めばいずれ横浜背部攻略時の教材にも触れるだろう。だがそれも彼らの自己犠牲なくして成功し得なかったんだ。我々英士はボールクの名を決して忘れてはならない。
Man.
栄誉あるボールク連隊の名を貴様たちの心に刻め。はい。
Yep.
栄誉あるボールク連隊への感謝と敬意を忘れるな。はい。
Mm-hmm.
栄誉あるボールク連隊の勇気を忘れるな。はい。
Thanks, guys.
全員
Let's
登
go.
場。
I want to see it.
了解。
Roger. Roger, Roger.
鈴宮、
Oh
背部の
shit.
内部構造略図を表示しろ。了解。ボールクデータには中
Oh
階層まで
god.
のデータしか
Look at
存在
this
しなかったので、
labyrinth.
それ以下の階層については横浜背部の構造を参照している。
What? I just. This is a maze, not a labyrinth. I recently learned, like, a month ago, that a labyrinth and a maze are not the same thing, so I think this would be considered a maze. With the dead ends. Labyrinths have no dead ends, right? Anyways, that doesn't matter. Alright.
本日
To the
の
main
作戦
hall.
目的は背部最深部にある反応炉を可及的速やかに破壊することだ。ミンスクと横浜での背部内におけるベータ出現率の統計と傾向段数及び平坦の限界を考慮すれば戦闘継続限界はおよそ90分。出現するベータをいちいち相手にしていたらあっという間に丸腰になるぞ。
Older equipment or no, all those troops at the Minsk Hive only lasted 3.5 hours. Only 14 people made it out alive. And you expect us to make it to the reactor and destroy it in less than half the time? In that case, the captain's right. It's gonna come down to quick thinking and on-the-spot decision making as which targets to destroy and which to evade. And in that context, the XM3 should be a really powerful asset. Guess Sensei wasn't just going along with my idea on a whim either. Yeah. Yep.
最深部に到達
Still
した際は各機に装備されている S11 を持
Crazy.
って
It's honestly crazy how well Taku's like new interface thing, AI interface thing, really like helped. Like low key, even without Alternative 4, if there's like history books written later, I'm sure that would be like a big, like one of the big moments in the development of TSFs. So we're supposed to use our self-destruct devices on it. What if the beta corner you on the way out? Are we just supposed to take solace in the knowledge she'll be caught in the blast too? I mean, I know that survival is not the top priority during infiltration missions, but if we're supposed to capture several hives in a row, well, you do need to be alive for that. It's fair.
さっきも言ったが簡単に死ぬことは許さん。だが唯一貴様たちが死ぬ。
一番奥だし静かでいいわね。
Dude, there's definitely people dying. There's definitely someone's gonna die in the mission, the actual mission. I don't know how many people. It's probably gonna be like some from outside our squad. I'd be surprised if someone from our squad dies, but I don't think it's like impossible for them to die at this point of the story, with the stakes so high. Munakata. Obviously we know Hayase. Haven't talked to her yet. True enough, most infiltration efforts never got too far past the entrance. And I'm guessing that after the Minsk operation, the beta probably reworked their defense strategies. Maybe we really couldn't have taken the Yokohama Hive without the G-bombs.
早瀬、そういう軽口は中階層を突破してからにするんだな。
Ooh. Yeah. Talk shit when you get good, kid.
じゃあ
So even the Valkyries haven't made it past the middle strata, huh?
今回の実習から XM3 搭載機の起動が再現可能となっている。前の結果を下回ったら
Yeah, you got the upgrades. You better perform. Though you are carrying a couple newbies with you, so hopefully we don't hold them back too much.
了解。
Captain, how much better is our equipment compared to what they had at Minsk?
一概に比較はできないが、スペック上であれば、
Yeah,
ボールク連隊の
I
戦力
imagine
を
it's
我
a
が
lot
中隊は軽く
better.
上回っている。例えば F4 の性能も最新のブロック214型1機で当時の2個小隊と互角に戦えるはずだ。
Jesus.
OS を XM3 に換装したタイプであればそれ以上の結果になるだろう。ただしそれは数値上の比較に過ぎない。
Of course, we went through this last
だから
episode
の持ち
too.
腐れになることは先日の惨状を見ても明らかだ。
About the correlation of strong weapon with strong user. She's right. Specs aren't always the deciding factor. The fact that Captain Suderi was able to take out a freaking raptor with just a Shiranui is proof of that. You dog walking man feels bad. Not that the Shiranui has bad specs per se, but that F-22 was a total beast in comparison, and I'm sure Major Walken must have been a pretty accomplished pilot himself. The fact that Captain Suderi managed to beat the Major despite that disadvantage speaks volumes about his skill as a surface pilot. He definitely knew how to get 110% out of his Shiranui, that's for sure.
補足になるが、今回は地上における陽動と支援は 100% 機能している前提で行う。
Right,
当
right.
然今後、条件はシビアになっていくから、そのつもりでな。
Going on easy mode, because I'm pretty sure once we do the real mission, there's no way the diversion stuff's gonna be 100% effective. I'm sure there's gonna be some beta attacking from behind. Understood.
また、今回は各人の能力を見るために、詳細なプランは事前に指示しない。各自、与えられる情報とすべての状況から判断し、臨機応変にやれ。
Going in a blind. Got a full squad look? Kashawaji, dude. I'm ready. See that goalie skills. Actually, no, wait, she was a. Yeah, I mean, she was the goalie, but she was a basketball player.
部隊編成を確認する。
Syria lobbed some threes, man.
早瀬以下、白金、三剣、綾峰。
Okay, so Hayase is still in command. Damn, Mitsurugi and I mean, this made sense. And Mitsurugi and Ayamne would also be vanguards, which, you know, vanguards means at the front since they do have really good melee skills. And us too. We made it.
了解。
Understood.
ライトウィングは A 小隊。私と榊、玉瀬、鎧。
Okay.
了解。
レフトウィングは C 小隊。宗像以下。
Left wing's completely new people to us.
了解。
戦域管制は鈴宮注意。コールはバルキリーマム。
Mom, I'm hit.
バルキリーマムより中隊各機。
It's a funny nickname.
360秒。
Why'd they spell mom like that? I don't think I've ever met someone that said mum. But that's regional, right? That's British? I don't even know if it is. Match your positions.
了解。
Let's see here. I've got Type 87 assault cannon on the right and a Type 92 shield on the left, 4 extra clips of 36mm ammo, and the 2 for the 120mm. Okay, standard, right? And we've got 2 melee blades plus 2 knives for GCQ. Yep, pretty standard equipment for the Storm Vanguard. I guess that's, yeah, Storm Vanguard equipment. What's our guns looking like again? Not that I would know, really. Assault cannon. That's just an assault rifle, just from what I saw in the ammo. Shield, extra ammo. But so we have 2 types of ammo. But we only have so the assault cannon can switch between different types of ammo. That's pretty sick. And 2 blades and 2 knives, man. We're melee'd up. Yeah, so that's our... Okay, so you can just switch it. That's cool. Lieutenant Hayase Miyayamne, it's plain as day what the captain is expecting from B-Flight. Yeah, putting a lot of the newbies up as Vanguard's kind of crazy. Gonna have to pop off. Suzumiya would kill to be in my shoes right now, but yeah, she's working so hard to reach the Vanguard status and a bunch of newbies took it. Though I'm excited to see the skills of our new flight members, squad members. Let's see. The wing flights have 1 TSF with a Type 92 guided missile launcher. They did mention that there was like a missile launcher usually on a squad. 1 with 4 assault cannons. So they're just not gonna have the melee stuff besides the knives, I'm guessing. Since they shouldn't go into melee unless necessary. But they always have knives. So 4 just because obviously they can carry extra clips, but that's like even more since they're gonna be firing mostly. Support assault cannons. No idea what that is. The leaders are equipped similarly to us in the Vanguard. It's like a trial run. You don't get to choose. It's fine. I don't really know most of the skills of the other squad mates, but just from what I know from our old squad mates, this positioning is pretty good. Again, Mea Ayamne, best melee people. Tantaru has that mobility finesse, which you probably should be in the front line, where you do have to be a little more mobile, since we're more up close compared to the people in the back. And obviously, you know, Makoto, Chizuru. I was trying to say her last name, but I forgot it temporarily. I was getting it confused with Suzumiya. They're obviously like they're the more like, they're not like as strong in melee, but they're like all around pretty good. And Tama's obviously the sniper. I don't know if they actually gave her a sniper. I hope they did. Otherwise, they're kind of misusing Tama's talents, man. If you don't have a sniper on that girl, seems like a huge waste. I bet if they actually did the event where the space station was falling on Yokohama and Tama actually sniped it, there'd be like no question of putting Tama on sniper. I mean, they probably did already. I'm just saying. That would have been a nice little event for her resume. That makes a lot of sense with Vanguards. We're up front, we're paving the way. Leave the supporting fire to the supports. We just gotta focus on keep pushing forward. That's the typical Vanguard positioning in like general stuff. Understood? Yeah, exactly. Yes. Are we gonna get to see a Space Tornado Ayamne on a real beta? That would go crazy. 5 seconds. It pains me to stop. We have to stop here though, right? I really thought we would just go dive into it, but you know, we had the present talk, which was actually really nice, but the setup is killing me, man. But you know, this is gonna be like a full episode, so might as well stop here. Thank you guys for watching. Next time we're actually for real, no stall. We're going into the hive. I'm excited. I'm very confident, but I'm assuming we're probably not gonna do amazing. Like hopefully, I don't think we'll do it in the first try. Like, we'll actually destroy the core. Like, here's my predictions for the results. I don't think we'll actually destroy the first core, but I do think we'll do pretty good and probably break the record that they've had us set. At least reaching past the middle strata, as I said. So, we'll see though. Thanks for watching as always. Sorry for the blue balls, but, you know. If you start now, I'm gonna want to read all the way, and even though we do sometimes go over the hour mark, I try not to make it too long, so. But yeah, see you next time.